The South Milwaukee Performing Arts Center provides world-class quality entertainment at a very affordable price. The South Milwaukee Performing Arts Center is a 786-seat venue here in South Milwaukee. We're located within the high school. We look for performers and performances that provide a very creative expression of what they do. We also look for diversity within the season. We look for musical theater, straight theater, as well as comedy. The first performance of the season is the Preservation Hall Jazz Band out of New Orleans, and their mission is to preserve the original sound of jazz in New Orleans. 8 performers on stage, and they have the traditional Dixieland sound with the pianist, drums. It's going to be a great performance, and it's a huge act to bring into Milwaukee even. The next performance is the Nancy Einhorn Milwaukee Ballet 2. And this group is unique because they are young artists on the Milwaukee Ballet roster, and they're coming in here to provide not only classical ballet, but they will also expose our audience to contemporary dance. The point of this performance is to introduce our audience to dance in a real classy and fine way through the Milwaukee Ballet 2. The next one is a real interesting take. It's a spoken word artist, so it's a stretch for a lot of our typical patrons, but this one was booked with the high school students in mind. George Watsky is one of the best spoken word artists out in the country right now. And spoken word is more or less slam poetry. Some people may liken it to hip hop, but it is a form of poetry. And he'll also have young poets performing with him on stage as well. Tomasz Kubanek is a fantastic, brilliant, insane comedian. It's one of those shows that you definitely want to bring your family to. Just think of the circus done with a one-man show. He's sold out shows in Broadway, a brilliant, funny man that you don't want to miss this chance to see him. John Gert is coming here, and of course he's our favorite local historian here in Milwaukee, and he's going to take us on a journey through Milwaukee's waterways from the historic times of when they're used by the Native Americans to how they're being used now, and even shedding some light on how we may better our waterways in the future. The one that's going to really bring the house down, literally, I think, is Flamenco Vivo, Carlota Santana, La Pasión Flamenca. Just the title in itself is fun to say. They're a flamenco group. Most of the dancers and musicians are straight out of Spain, and they train and rehearse in New York and go on a really short US tour. We got them here for this date. The acoustics in the space are going to bring to life the sounds of Spain and take you on a journey across the ocean. It's going to be amazing. So the Florentine Opera is coming with their 4 studio artists. So these are, again, young artists from the local community that are performing here at the South Milwaukee Performing Arts Center. And the program isn't going to be your German or your Italian opera. They are doing classic America opera. It's called the American Songbook. So they're doing stirring renditions of Thompson and Gershwin, of course. Next up is the Improvised Shakespeare Company. They're coming up from Chicago, and they're a cross between what we know as Shakespeare and Monty Python. Throw it all together in an improvised show, and that's what you have with the Improvised Shakespeare Company. They will create a play on stage that's never been done before, based on one suggestion from the audience. And every year we have a committee of high school students that select one show, and the students selected the Improvised Shakespeare Company for this season. In South Milwaukee, we really like our students to be involved, especially in what goes on in stage. Ruthie Foster was the people's choice. We had an event in here where the donors, subscribers, and ticket sellers that pay taxes in South Milwaukee picked a show. They picked Ruthie Foster, who's an up-and-coming Grammy nominee blues artist, so she's going to be a lot of fun. She's coming with her band. She's going to end our series on a bang. Every year we provide not only a full-on performing arts series, but we provide 3 student matinees for the area's schools. The South Milwaukee Performing Arts Center needs your support because you can't support a show with ticket sales alone. So in order for us to continue to bring in world-class talent like we are on this season, we need additional support from the greater South Shore community. I'm really looking forward to the breadth of the performing arts that we're bringing in here. So we've got something for everyone, but I think everyone will get something out of everything that we do here.